Hi, I'm Barry Wilkinson. It was not until I toured the Sustainable Barbados Recycling Centre that I understood what really happens here and the importance for such a facility on this island. In the next 15 minutes, we're going to talk to some very key people about why the Sbrc is a key component to Barbados's recycling, and also why the things and the products that happen here are very, very crucial towards other businesses on this island. This is not just a feature on the Sbrc. This is an educational program as to why we need the Sbrc.
Sbrc is the centerpiece of the nation's integrated solid waste management plan. Its mandate is to reduce waste going to the landfill through processing all waste streams into new products, reuse of materials, reclaiming recyclables, or safe land recovery. As the 18th most densely populated country in the world, Barbados is also one of the most beautiful and most sought-after premium global tourism destinations. Proper handling of all solid waste of the nation is central to ensuring the continued health of its citizens and visitors, as well as the economic well-being of the nation. Sbrc is a key player in this national effort to ensure that citizens and visitors alike experience a life on the island that is clean, healthy, and as free as possible from litter, and to expand and prolong the life of the island's landfill was a major drive in successive governments' decision to establish Sbrc. The Sbrc's core mandate is to be a centralized depository for the vast majority of the island's waste and to divert or recycle this waste efficiently and optimally. Sbrc has made the large investment in the physical and human capital that makes up its St. Thomas site, which has enabled Sbrc to deliver on this mandate, while ceaselessly looking for improvements at new end products. Welcome to Sbrc.
We would get wood chips from Sbrc, which normally is pallet wood, that they take and put it through a series of hammers and shred it into small bits, wood chips. And we mix our bagasse, which might be damp or which might fall in quality because it's stored over an 8-month period or so. We then mix the two of them together, and what that does is it boosts the value or the calorific value, the burning value of our bagasse, which is normally our primary fuel to generating steam, that steam is then used on our turbines, either to drive the mills or to generate electricity.
Well, what we have done is utilize the mulch, which comes in various forms and courses. Using this, we actually utilize it to moist the soil and keep the plants going, because in here we have no irrigation whatsoever. With the mulch also, it gives the plants the nourishments along with the rain, which is held within the mulch, and that alone caused this garden to be as beautiful as it is right now.
We're operators in the solid waste management in Barbados. We operate the hire of traditional skips like what you see behind me, as well as compactor services, which operate rear load containers, or we can do hand loaded garbage. I would say about 90% of our waste gets deposited at Sbrc. It's a beautiful facility up in St. Thomas. It has a weighbridge going in and coming out, and it has a nice concrete floor, so we just go in and we dump it, and then we go out. So the turnaround time is anywhere between 12-15 minutes depending on load.
I use it every day. I use it for dumping like greens and garbage, etc. You know, come out on a daily basis. We would dump certain places, the greens will go one way, the garbage will go another place, you know, so at the end of the day, begin the composting that you want with the right material.
From Sbrc, I use the compost, I use coconut and wood mulch, and I also use wood chips. The Sbrc products are the best. I mean, there's nowhere else to get the amount and the quality and quantity of products, recycled materials from Sbrc, other than from Sbrc. There's nowhere else really that the amount that I need, because I need quite a bit. The service is good. The staff is very helpful, and they really explain the uses of the products. But the products, I believe in the Sbrc products, because I farm beyond the organic, I would say. So I also farm in the driest parish. So we need to protect the soil and save the soil moisture. So that's what these products do. They help to improve the condition of the soil. Because I'm more about the soil, it is taking me about 7 years partnering with Sbrc almost to get my soil to the stage where I think I could be able to produce the amount and quality of products that I need, because I deal with the soil microorganisms and the soil has to be covered. I also do no-till, so there's no tilling. I don't really till the land, so it's all about the mulching, so totally mulching everything.
The products that I use from Sbrc are soil mix, wood chips as you see here, and some mulch. I find these products from Sbrc very, very effective, and I would recommend it to anybody at all. Well, actually, the vegetables and things, they're lacking certain stuff, so there wasn't much you could do at the time. Now that Sbrc come on board, well, I see an improvement in the products, so the vegetables and what's not.
Well, I have been coming here to Sbrc from the time I have been open. I was one of the persons that actually get to try it out to see how it will eventually how it will work out. And to be honest, it's excellent. It's great. You can't complain. You can want a better idea than this year. Come on, to be honest.
Sbrc was created as the result of successive government decisions to implement a solid waste management plan which would stop unregulated dumping of waste and provide health and environmental benefits for all Barbadians and visitors. It is a central facility where everyone can bring their garbage and which operates in harmony with commercial recyclers on the island.
We've seen the industry change for the better with the launch of Sbrc. Which, conditions for haulers like ourselves. It's all undercover and, out of the elements, and concrete floors, a lot better for the trucks and wear and tear. So it's a lot better. It's gone in the right direction. So we like to continue to see it get better and move from there.
There are many benefits to the use of the recycling materials used, something all of these gentlemen can testify. Walker's Sand Quarry is perhaps one of the best kept secrets in Barbados. It's beautifully and ideally located in St. Andrew, and thanks to Sbrc, it serves a great purpose.
What I'm here to do is to actually teach the staff on the ground about how to build back soil, plant trees, and regenerate the site. We buy a lot of the wastes that Sbrc converts, all the organic waste. So they do different types of wood chips and mulches. So we buy the green mulch, which is a combination of the green waste that goes to Sbrc and all the coconut husks and stuff like that, which we incorporate into our soil mix and incorporate into the soil to build back fertility. And then we also buy something that they call a rough mulch, which is big chunky pieces of wood that we use as a mulch to cover the soil and keep it cool, so that all the plants that are growing while they're young get some shelter from the heat out over here.
This garden, as I said, has no irrigation, and this was put in, let's say about, I would say 4 or 5 months ago, where it was going through a dry period. And these plants, as you can see right now, are flourishing in the most beautiful way. So Sbrc has given me and has produced a very, very, very good product. They supplied me with the amount that I needed, and there was no problems. Good standard. Everybody there was a friendly staff, and really and truly, tell the truth, I keep in good relations with them because their product is very good, and I recommend it to my other customers, places like Sapphire Beach Condos. We are actually going to put some of this in there to actually beautify the gardens because we cannot use anything else.
But just how essential is the Sbrc to Barbados?
Well, it's very essential. It's first of all, it's a good central location in the island. So for our pattern throughout the island, it works for where it's at. And as I say, it's just it cuts down the general wear and tear of what we used to have over the 10 years, 15 years ago. It used to be out in all the elements. The trucks used to stick up and the landfill, the rain would be down, and it's a lot more wear and tear. So now it's a lot better.
Oh, I mean, it's the most awesome thing because now with the whole climate change issues and drought issues and sustainability and regenerative issues in terms of farming and production and quality of food, we need some place like, we can't do it without SBRC. We gotta have it.
A facility like SBRC should have been around 20 years ago because it's very important.
In this case, it's a sorting station. They sort out the recyclables and separate and then dump the wet waste, and the recyclables then get diverted away from landfilling. So it's not needed, it's essential.
Well, I think SBRC is doing a good job like what they're doing, you know, because you're seeing the end product at the end of the day, the garbage, and then you're seeing the material after, the compost then made into soil and it moving, you know, and making all the time is a process. So I think it's a good thing SBRC is doing.
Well, yes, SBRC is very relevant because you can just imagine the huge piles of wood that would be around if SBRC, for example, was not using it to make wood chips, which can be used then in our furnaces, for example. And that people have to appreciate what SBRC is doing because as long as they must go to SBRC or see SBRC products to appreciate the value of what SBRC is doing for Barbados.
And how crucial are the recyclables and the organic matter?
It's very crucial at this point because as we're just starting the process, we need a lot of organic matter.
SBRC is very good. It rates high for a Caribbean island like ours. I've been to quite a few around the places, and it's very good. It has all the right setup. It's geared to take all the industry's waste and sort it. And I would say it's geared very well for the island we are in.
It's a private-public sector initiative, so it's manned by SSA personnel and it's operated by private sector employees. So it's what I consider a model development. It runs extremely efficiently. It's been a significant improvement over how we used to dispose of garbage in Barbados leading up to that, where you had long turbulent lines going in and out of the landfill. Now you can go in, drop your garbage and you're back out. So the efficiency is significant.
So far it's been great. What we normally do is we will let them know ahead of time the volumes of product that we need, and as soon as it's ready they give us a call and then we organize transport, and we buy many truckloads at a time, so we use a lot of their products, so they almost have to stockpile stuff for us so that we can send trucks in and bring it, and then we use it over a couple of months and then resupply again.
Back in the early days we had problems with like metal and regular garbage being mixed. It was always a difficulty because metal had to go to a separate dump. Now we've got a metal recycling facility, so a lot of that gets pulled out of the waste stream before we get to it. And any metal that's mixed in with the garbage, that gets sorted at the SBRC.
While at the SBRC, we took a tour around and spoke to some of the staff to find out their role right here at the SBRC facility.
Okay, well, basically the e-waste that comes in, what we do is we try to separate it. So we go like from CPUs to computers and TVs, we dismantle everything. We use the motherboards, separating motherboards from the TVs, from the computers, and also different types of appliances. So we categorize those and we weigh those and we put them in the container due for shipment. Also things like hard plastics. What we do, we separate different types of plastic, as you can see, and we put those to bale, and that also goes overseas as well.
Mostly we pick material to bale. It's mostly the area here. We bale card the dump here, we pick it, put it in this area, and after that we just transfer it to this baler. We go up and we bale it, and it end up we pack it in containers.
Okay, my main focus is the green waste. Turn the actual raw material into mulch. That can be like green waste and coconut. It can be plain green waste, or it can be coconut and pallet. Coconut's over there, pallet's over there. That's basically my function as a grinder operator, more or less. The basic challenge here is the mixing of the materials. Sometimes you'll get a good set of pure green waste, then you'll get metal in the green waste, all kind of objects that don't make sense, you know? So the basic challenge for the grinder.
We transport garbage from the transfer station bound to South Fork on a daily basis. That's basically it, every day. money aside. I think people need to take up more recycling to know what really happening here in Sbrc right now.
I would like to encourage all Barbadians to visit the facility to see what happens to your garbage when it is collected and brought to the Sbrc facility.
The Sustainable Barbados Recycling Center. Something Barbadians must appreciate and treasure.